Hey, welcome to another exciting episode of Catching Exceptions. Here at the beautiful Orlando, Florida, we are at Sitecore Symposium 2018. My name is Pete Navarra. I'm with Connective DX. Today we're going to be talking about marketing automation. So I just want to give everybody an opportunity to go around and introduce yourselves.
My name is Jason St-Cyr. I'm a technical evangelist with Sitecore on the tech marketing team. Former Sitecore MVP. I really get to see the product early on and then try to figure out how can I help other people then use that.
My name is Himadri Chakraborty. I work in Nistec as a solution architect for Sitecore. We do Sitecore implementation. I am 4-time MVPs. Happy to be here.
Hi, I'm Michael West. I'm an application architect for Concentra. I'm actually a client of Sitecore, so perhaps I have a unique experience amongst the panelists here. And I'm a big evangelist for SXA and the Sitecore PowerShell extensions module.
Great, thank you. Yeah, it's an interesting segment that we have. You know, we've got client, partner, Sitecore, me as the moderator. Anyways, so, you know, in your opinion, how does marketing automation change the game for marketers who are used to using Sitecore as their marketing platform?
When you consider all of the capabilities that come with Sitecore baked in, and then all the ones that they allow you to add on with additional modules, it's just powerful for those that are just getting started. Think of the rules engine. You know, how complicated is a rule engine? Not very. You know, pretty much any new colleague that you hire on, you can walk through that, and then they're enabled, they're empowered to automate and to personalize their site.
Yeah, it was funny. I was just talking to somebody and they were like, well, you know, the rules engine, when you're going to use it for like personalization or even like marketing automations, if you can use the Outlook rules to like filter your mail, you can use that pretty easily.
The first time I saw marketing automation, I knew how to use it. And that, I think, was the big advancement that was made was in the UX to make it feel like a tool that a marketer wanted to use. It wasn't for developers. This was something for the end user that they can go in and they can immediately feel and intuitively know how to use the interface. So I think that was really the biggest advancement we made in that.
I love to see that new marketing automation. It opens up so much opportunity because of this, like, you know, headless architecture using XConnect. Okay, you can easily integrate, like, you know, external system. So especially we do, like, you know, I work in commerce implementation, so I see a lot of opportunities there.
Well, what kind of opportunities do you see there with regards to the commerce?
For example, the B2B commerce area, okay, the buying experience is quite different. They buy, like, you know, hundreds of products when they sit there, and a lot of time what they say that, give me a purchase list or something, okay, so that I can quickly buy it. I don't have like whole day to sit there and add product in my cart. This kind of technology, like generate the purchase list, you push it to them and say that, hey, I think that this is good for you, this is what you are looking for. Okay, go ahead and maybe you edit it and see how this works. So I think a lot of opportunities in that area.
You know, the disconnected architecture that you mentioned, I think that's a big thing that we started seeing, this splitting up of the monolith, right? Commerce teams are so used to doing integration. There's so many systems at play. Everybody's doing something with the customer, and being able to then have a way for all of those systems to then talk to marketing automation as a first-class citizen that can be used externally, I thought was really super cool.
My friends Akshay and Kamruz, they had given a presentation on e-commerce and the commerce capabilities. And while my company is not really in the business of selling products that way, I was excited to see that much of what they did required very little customization. Their loyalty example was fantastic because you went from someone going to the site, now they're getting points, and then they're getting automated emails that would say, hey, here's some points and this is how you could use it. I thought, wow, that's fantastic. Think of how that's going to transform the way that customers use this product.
Some of the, like, you know, industry, their products are really complicated. They have to actually explain it to customer. So maybe new product comes up, you have marketing automation build up for that, and you push the content to those customer representatives. Those are actually user of the system too.
Yeah, I didn't think about it that way. When I think about commerce and like how you might automate things in commerce, the first thing that comes to my mind is like the abandoned cart scenario. You know, it's like, hey, somebody went to my site to fill up the cart with 3 different things and then left. And I see, you know, is there a role there with marketing automation to be able to say, hey, this is an abandoned cart, and actually do a flow with that?
Most of the time in the engagement plan, we used it for abandoned cart.
So one of the things we're looking at, things like templates, right? How do we give someone kind of like, here's what most people would do as an abandoned cart scenario, as a marketing automation plan. Here's how you build it out. So somebody who doesn't know the marketing side of it, but wants to do marketing automation can go, oh, that's what a professional marketer would do, and have a starting point. And maybe they might have tweaks they have to do for themselves, but at least they get that kind of little head start. And I think there's multiple scenarios we can do that for, where there's common stuff that's just done in marketing the industry likes to do.
Speaking about the customers, Mike, within even your company, have they been talking about marketing automation, like how they might be able to use it for their own purposes?
So this year is a sort of a year of new things for myself personally, but also for our company. So we finally decided to take the step forward into marketing automation. I was able to start to show my marketers and learn from my marketers good and best ways to automate just, you know, hey, this picture should just change because someone has come back to the site. Or this person's been reviewing this material about occupational medicine and now they've looked into drug screens. Maybe we should show them more information about that kind of thing. And we don't have an army of marketers that are all trained up in marketing automation. So if you can just show incrementally a marketer or a content author how to do this, then it's just going to naturally progress into something more mature for the organization.
So, you know, historically, Sitecore's been known to be a content management system that's always been a strong suit. And I think we're heading down a path where potentially, you know, marketing automation is really going to be that heart of the entire platform that's going to be churning a lot of the experiences, not to use that word a lot, but, you know, the experiences that that your customers are seeing on the website. Like Cortex, the machine learning aspect side of it, you know, there's things that are going to have to happen in kind of an automated way to kick off some of that learning, testing and stuff coming out of Cortex.
The machine learning and the thing that Cortex and this thing happening in Sitecore, they are kind of recommendation engine and things, and then you do recommendation using marketing automation too. So I wonder like how these two systems will integrate together.
I'm finding that the more Sitecore as a product matures and grows beyond where they're at today as a mature product, it's just going to keep getting better. And the more the marketers say, hey, I want to be able to do this, I can say, hey, that's out of the box. Yeah. I don't have to go build that. You know, it's an exciting feeling to be able to say that to them.
So, you know, it's interesting that we have the slate of panelists that we have, because it's like we have the client, the partner, Sitecore. For anybody that may be watching this and hasn't actually touched marketing automation, what would you say from those two different perspectives? What's the best way to start using it?
They're probably going to come from the like no cost approach. They're going to know, how do we just learn about it and be educated before we reach out to a company to tell us what we should do, right? So it's always good to be educated. Know the requirements. Know what the community's perspective is about different features and sort of some questions that you should be asking when you reach out to, whether it be Sitecore or an agency that could empower you to move forward with it.
It's something that we have to learn first. They learn from Sitecore. They actually go through like, you know, videos and things. That's the starting point to learn things. And we encourage all our developers to be part of the community. That's actually a great thing in Sitecore, that we get so much help from the communities.
It's really, I mean, it's got to be one of the most valuable assets that Sitecore has, even, is that this is such a powerful community.
Yeah, and I think that stuff like those YouTube and our community and the documentation team has done some great jobs in this area. It's helpful on the how-to. So once you've gotten to the point of Sitecore is my thing, I'm doing marketing automation, how-to. I think before you even get there, and I think you touched on this, Mike, is that I said in my talk on ethics and machine learning, which applies, I think, to marketing automation as well, that we oftentimes go ahead trying to solve a problem, asking, can we solve this problem? Not necessarily should we. And there's a lot of things that can do many things, but it's up to all of us in the chain, whether it be Sitecore, the partner, the customer, that everybody has to be thinking about what are the implications. is this going to be the right thing to do?
You know, when you, just what you're saying, I want to echo that, but also it resonates with me. You know, there's a lot of information out today where you hear there's data breaches with companies, and you want to be careful with how you treat the customer. If you're trying to do something that is unethical or could just appear sketchy, then it's probably unethical and sketchy. And if you're doing something that is noble or it shows of good character, then that individual or that company will want to continue to invest in what you're doing, whatever product you're trying to sell.
As Martina said in her talk, be cool. Just be cool.
So I alluded in when I was just talking about EXM and the changes coming out for 9.1. Jason, what do you think we can expect out of 9.1 in regards to marketing automation or even just the platform itself?
So obviously, as a whole platform-wide, we are undergoing a massive change towards the microservices approach. We need to continue the investment that we did with 9.0, where we tried to make it more user-friendly, more approachable to the marketer, more intuitive. The marketers were pretty happy. But if we can increase that adoption rate of that tool, the more users are using this, the more power we have out of the platform, the easier everyone's going to be able to leverage everything that's in the platform, using it to its full power. It's going to be pretty awesome.
Michael, Himadri, Jason, you know, this was an exciting conversation. I really thank you guys for being here today.
Well, thank you, Pete.
Yeah, thanks for having us. Appreciate it.
Thanks for the opportunity.
After another exciting edition of Catching Exceptions here in beautiful Orlando, Florida, we're going to close it down. Have a great time, and we'll see you in the after.